Yeah.
Here we are.
Welcome to Holy Hops Tavern.
Where the holy is a bit of a misnomer.
Yeah. So, last session with this crew, they had decided to go to Mango Grove to look into this infected fruit that was infected with zombie rot. To figure things out. They know that this Tavern, this gnome, is the mango baron of the Tombstone Isle. And he is the person in charge of these mangoes. But you guys have set sail and made your way to Tombstone Island. You have arrived mid-afternoon. You have pixies in a pocket.
Bar and B.
Bar and B.
John, if you tell me that Alicia crocheted that for you, I'm going to lose my mind.
She didn't, but that would have been awesome if she did.
Oh.
I don't sew that well.
Oh, that's true. I guess it's not crocheted at all.
Well, no, I just mean, like, if I had crocheted it, like, sewing is my weak point, so there would be, like, lumps in the hair.
So, you have Barnaby as a point. You traveled with the poor Dwyer Argast, who has been doing some low-key investigation. And Mango Grove is much like the rest of the Drakes. It is an agricultural region, as opposed to much of the Drakes, however, Eastern Seas, however. A lot of the large trees have been removed and turned into farmland. And so, the ship has docked, you are there, and Dwyer Argast mentions the Tavern is probably in his estate on the top of the ridge over there. He likes to have a good view of the bay and make sure that the trees are being cultivated well, but this is just a small fraction of his property. He actually owns a large part of the island.
He owns vast tracts of land.
You're a monster.
Like, 3 people got that joke.
Given the age of our demographic right now.
Your mom's watching, I'm sure.
She got that, at least.
She got it. I hope so. Considering nobody else batted an eye, so... Well, maybe I've watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail one too many times.
So
what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Alright, well, first things first. Where would be the best place to install a pixie home?
Well, I would ask Thistle that question, not me.
I was asking what's his face.
Oh, you're asking Dwyer? Dwyer
Yeah.
looks at Thistle and goes, "What is a pixie home?"
Just to clarify, this is not a home for me. This is a home for, like, the 2 things in the pocket, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
but Dwyer...
We're not dropping you off on a random island, Meg.
Just asking. I don't know what happened last week.
We
That was a separate thing. It wasn't the same characters last week.
we were
You did a segue.
we were winged. I was a winged cobalt, and John was a other reptilian-like creature.
Nice.
A hobgoblin?
Yeah, aren't they common
Yes.
dragons?
No, they're fuzzy.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
But I was mostly joking. I meant that, like, Thistle was clarifying to this guy that, like, this home is not for me. And just in case he was not aware.
Well, he's not confused. He understood your plan, but he has no idea what a pixie home even looks like or where a good position for one would be. He immediately goes, should I, like, keep it out of range of cats? What should I be worried about here?
I have no idea. These people, like, these pixies don't know what they're doing. The pixies where I come from, we are, like, fierce defenders.
We should probably build it out of the range of cats. I
I mean, like, if we put it up in a tree, I feel like they're gonna get eaten by a bird.
It's fine.
So we should keep them indoors.
yes. Yes. They're like pets, but not zoo-like pets, because please don't pull their wings off and turn them into a inhumane attraction.
All right. Well, no offense, I've met Barnaby. I don't want to keep them in my establishment, but I imagine if
Hey, that's rude.
there's some mumbling on your pockets,
Yeah.
you're like, given their
Can't we ask them where they want to live? Just be like, where on here would you like us to build you a house?
well, Dwyer mentioned a mango winery. That sounds like a great place.
All right.
Do you have an empty wine bottle? Can we just like build them something in there? Can they crawl into it?
I don't know. Sure, you guys have an empty wine bottle because why not?
Or like, how about a wine barrel? Can they have a wine
Yeah.
barrel?
That
Can we
sounds
buy
lovely.
a wine barrel and we'll like just install a couple floors and a few beds and they can go to town decorating it with things they find around the village.
It
Yeah.
sounds perfect.
Sounds
And then
great.
if they get weird and lick the walls, it won't do anything bad. They'll just get like a little drunk.
Well,
I
finding
mean, kids lick the walls and they're what, like a year old? I don't know.
Yeah, they were very young. But it's not hard finding the mango distillery. You make your way there, and you do see various barrels out for various displays, just as ornamentation. And as you approach, it's like one of the laborers is moving one of the wine barrels out and into a cart and looks at you and goes, "What can we do for you?"
I would like to buy a wine barrel and a wine barrel sized piece of land.
What?
What?
I would like to buy a wine barrel and a piece of land to keep that wine barrel on.
Or we could like cut half the wine barrel and attach it to a tree up somewhere. So it would just be like coming out of the tree and then they would live on the tree. And then they're like out in nature.
So the two pixies come out, look at the barrels, and go, "Oh, that looks more rustic than we were expecting."
Beggars can't be choosers, bar.
Oh.
Yeah, who do you think's paying for this?
The person there is like, "What? What?"
I'd like you to meet your new tenants. This is Bar and B.
Are they? Hold on. Can you hand me one of the dice from the lower part? Thank you.
I'm gonna build such a cool little house inside this wine barrel.
He looks fairly confused and goes, "I'm gonna have to talk to my supervisor. I'll be right back." A few moments later, this barrel-chested dwarf comes out and goes, "So, you want to buy a barrel to move in some flying rat people? Pixies, got it. Sorry, the three of you. Why are they looking for a home? Can't they just return to their clan or not? What's the
Their clan
problem?
was destroyed. They are the only survivors of that clan. And we need to put them somewhere safe.
Do you really have to know why? We're offering you money. We're gonna buy it. Like what why do you care? Why do you care, sir?
Give us the best.
It's unusual.
We're willing to buy a plot of land.
What is wrong with them?
Nothing's wrong with them.
They're-
They just are very small and can get eaten.
They're
So
tiny
we need to give them a
alcoholics,
place.
And they just need a place to not be in our hair.
Give me a persuasion check from both of you.
12.
Okay.
$13.
The dwarf kind of looks down at the two pixies, looks back at you, and goes, Alright, give me 2 gold, and I'll put them in the bar.
I give him 2 gold.
Alright.
They are going to be dead so fast if they're living in a bar.
I turn to Barnaby and I say, you have to learn to pull your weight. Try to become functional members of their society.
Oh, I'm just going to hang a barrel from the rafters and have them fly in and out, and they can just be a novelty. If
They're going to need food.
Well, we have wine, so
All right.
what else do they eat? Nachos, right? I can tell from the stains on this one that they like nachos.
Thistle is a breed in and of
I will
herself.
bite you. I will bite you.
Do they eat people?
Only the tiny angry ones.
All right.
All right. Now we need to go to a mango grove. Goodbye.
Great.
Barbie, it was lovely. I hope I never see you again.
No worries. I'll write.
Do you know how to write?
No.
Okay, bye.
I turn back. What's our names?
Well, that one's Thistle. You
I'm impressed they
keep
do that.
talking about yourself in the third person. I know you're senpai. The chicken is Hey Hey. I don't know who that person is, pointing over at Grigor.
He probably prefers it that way.
All right, let's go onward to the zombie grove. Are you raising your hand, John?
I said, let's go.
Let's
One
go.
more.
Let's do it.
So we head over to the mango grove.
Well, there's nothing but mango groves.
Well, I'm
in this
assuming
part.
what's his face is directing us.
Well, this is where the problem is. He explains that he is well aware that the fruit leaving the island is toxic. That it's infected with a zombie rot. Some of the locals around actually look sickly working the fields, but it looks like that they just have a bad fever or something. But
Is it asbestos?
is it asbestos? But the fields themselves are sprawling. You're not exactly sure if it's a localized infection, how, like, if all the fruit's infected, you're not sure where exactly do you plan to go at this point.
That's a great question. What do you think the best plan of attack for figuring out what's happening here? A water source? Like, there's got to be an irrigation source. You would think that would be where
I don't know why I immediately thought you were going to say waterboarding. Like someone for information. And we'd be like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do that.
Torture people. Let's torture someone anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we get information, is it not?
You D-Labor, where is he?
Yep.
Immediately went to waterboarding. It's fine.
So, why don't we start with where are you getting the water to irrigate your mango trees?
There's a spring that is up on the hill. It trickles down throughout the vast majority of the island. It's where the spring is. I can take you to that.
I think that's a good place to start. You guys?
Sure, that makes sense.
All right. You spend about an hour making your way up this pretty cleared out path. Go ahead and give me a perception check or investigation as you're going up. Let me know
Wait,
which one you roll.
Is this a jungle?
Yes.
I get advantage
Okay.
because it's my favored terrain
Okay.
or natural whatever.
You're going through a. What did you get, John?
8.
Okay. You see nothing, per usual.
Ooh.
I also rolled an 8, so I take it that I also see nothing.
Why are you guys distracted?
23.
You're gross.
Grigor and I are in a heated debate over the best type of cheese and how he thinks cheese is overrated, and I disagree wholeheartedly.
There you go.
Why does Grigor hate cheese?
Yeah, now I kind of want to
He's
know.
lactose intolerant.
Well, let him make the decision.
Come on. Everybody knows that. Yeah.
He's your best friend. How do you not know that?
Yeah, come on.
So, Grigor and you are having this cheesy discussion. And Senpai is going through this jungle path, making its way up to the spring. You're following the water up to this outlet. And so you moved from agricultural, cleared out area into the jungle to get towards the spring. And going through this jungle, there's a few things that you see that are slightly unusual. First things first is the fact that the natural animals seem to be way more dispersed than in a healthy jungle. With a 20, you recognize the fact that it seems like that the jungle is dying.
18 plus 5 is 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
The animals don't seem to be as prolific here. And out of the corner of your eye, as you're following the trail, you actually see a dead iguana that's been torn open and kind of cast aside.
Oh my.
What is his name
Argast.
again? Argast. How has the hunting fared around here recently?
I don't know. We don't hunt. It's a pretty peaceful island. I mean, not much happens here.
While your
Do you
people
get food?
are sick, how is your livestock?
Sick like the rest of us. The ankylosaurus that we have that deals with the big ruts and helps us plow our fields is
Do you drink from the same
cumbersome.
spring you irrigate from?
We have a few wells that we drink out of, but yeah, it's all natural water.
I want to invest in some charcoal. Alright. We'll continue up to the spring.
As he goes up, let me actually roll this.
Missy be rolling.
He does seem to notice something, and he goes,
Oh, sure.
well, to be fair, not all of our
Yeah.
dinosaurs have been
Good for that.
sickly.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, we use an ankylosaurus for all of our plow work, but we have a lot of
Oh, I want to ride a dinosaur.
you can do
I
that.
would like to do that, please.
We can definitely do that.
Yes, please.
He goes, yes, I can help you out with that. That's not a problem. You are small, though, and so finding
I will ride on a dinosaur's horn.
you're small enough that you could actually ride an actual velociraptor, like a dog-sized, just cute little angry dino. Why?
Chicken.
Yeah, you could ride Hey Hey.
Chickens are dinosaurs.
I mean, I ride my frog all the time.
That's fair. So, he does mention the fact that only the herbivores have been affected, not any of our carnivorous animals that we use. And he rolled a 17 to put those pieces together. Why?
Why not? I am the Chicken King.
So,
Alright, well, I mean, we're continuing to the spring.
okay. Once you get up to the top of the spring, you actually have a very nice, clear view of most of the island. It's extremely far up on this hill, but the rock outcropping that the water flows from. Give me a either a medicine check or a nature check for the people investigating the waters themselves. But it's a very nice open.
I rolled a 17 and I'm proficient in nature, so that will be.
And add your wisdom
19.
modifier too.
Do I get to roll with advantage because it's my favorite terrain and it's a skill check?
Sure.
Yes.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 21, so mine's a 21 total.
Okay.
So you said wisdom, not intelligence? Is it?
Either for this.
I think my wisdom's higher than my intelligence.
Okay.
11.
11. Okay.
And that's with a +5, so. And that was with advantage. I rolled really bad.
Well, Thistle can get really close to the water with her nice fey eyes. And looking at it, it is crystal clear water. As far as you can tell, there's nothing untoward about this particular stream.
Should have brought Barbie to made them taste the water.
However, with your
If I drink the water, will I die? I'll try it. I don't want to die, though.
However, with your high perception check, you was it a nature check you made?
Yeah.
Okay. The hillside that you climbed up on, that seems fairly healthy, but as you look towards the other side of the hill, you see that there's a very clear but subtle gradient of nice, healthy trees to almost sickly. And it's a more cultivated region, so there's a very clear division on looks to be just farmland almost. But as the jungle begins, you can see that there's a sickness that is over on this particular group of fields.
All right, so we said we would help investigate this, but it looks like something is wrong with the land. So like I don't really know what the next steps here are.
Burn it down.
Burn it down?
Burn the land. Does anybody have a flamethrower? Is there somewhere we can get a flamethrower?
That'll do you well. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, like... So wait, so we can tell that it's because of the water? Since the...
No. You can tell it's definitely not caused by the water. But you do see from your high perspective, looking down across the hill, that there is a sickness originating from this one particular side of the island.
So should we get to the center
there.
of that?
Yeah, let's go find right where it all started.
All right.
And then we'll set it on fire.
As you say this, Dora goes, there's not much over there. It's just...
You guys didn't, like, settle this on an ancient burial ground or anything, did you?
No.
Classic
Is there anything
colonial
underneath?
mistake.
No, it's just one of those... It's the other half of the island. We'll go there. I mean, we don't travel there that often, but
Why
you get shipments.
Why don't you travel there that often?
It's just more farming land, and all the ships are over there. They bring us food. We ship
Does
it
anyone
out.
live over there?
Yeah. There must be. Food comes from there.
All right, let's
So-
go over there. You don't seem to know a lot about what's happening.
And it's just how society works. The food gets to you. You imagine someone made it.
Yeah, but like
It
usually
works
you
in this
know
old mayor we used to know.
seriously. You at least usually know like the type of people or it's not like I'm sure the way you're talking it makes it sound like you've never seen people that live over there.
There's a... Let me see if he remembers anyone. This actually could be fun. Hold on. I mean, we see people come, they just bring their shipments and then they go back. I mean,
Why
most
don't
of
you
the people
associate with them? Is it a classist thing?
It's more the fact that we're all just workers who often work a season, then we go back to our homes. We generally aren't friendly towards each other because we're not here permanently.
Well, where do they drink?
They drink from the same spring as this.
No, I mean, like, workers all have a place they hang out after work, especially if they're away from their families. So where do they hang out?
They probably have a mess hall on their side of the island. We can head there.
I just feel like this is really weird.
I agree. I vote we just go to the other side of the island and see what's up.
All right.
All right.
See what's up.
Burn the witch.
I'm a newt. Or
She
turned
weighs
into
the
a newt.
same as a duck.
All right. As you navigate towards this one particular district, go ahead and give me another either nature check or, yeah, just give me a nature check.
Ooh. 17 plus 5 is 22.
All right. As and Thistle,
Oh, I'm sorry. 7.
okay.
Oh,
With my
21.
nature. So with my nature, you said nature check, right?
Yes.
So 10.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. With my intelligence, it would only be 20.
Well, as you're making your way downtown,
Making your way
On the
downtown.
way downtown.
you clearly see that there is something unpleasant. You do see more dead animals that have been kind of torn apart and kind of left out, partially eaten. They seem to have infected some of the vegetation, caused it to like mildly decay a bit.
Pull out my rose petals again.
There does seem to be a
Do I have
sickness-
any darts on me? Or like bows that I could go like dip in that and put back in for later? So that I can
Yes.
shoot someone?
Why not?
I do that.
That's
How
healthy.
many?
Give me a D6 of how many toothpicks you happen to have on you.
I know that I should know this now, but is this the D6, the regular
Yes.
cube?
It's a regular dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
Okay. So you have 8 toothpicks of poison.
Wonderful.
So, but with what did you roll for your nature check?
20.
Okay. With it, you also notice there has been a very clear focus. The vast majority of animals that you see slain are mostly mammals. There's no fish that you can see because it's probably hard to get to fish. A lot of birds are dead. The rarity is reptiles. The iguana earlier and this one other crocodile are the only 2 dead reptiles that you've seen.
All right.
But you make your way through the rest of the forest and you enter this open field. As opposed to the nice, showy mango groves that you first saw when you entered the island. And at this point in time, it's late in the day. The sun is beginning to set on the other side of the island, so it's really dusky here. But as opposed to the nice, beautiful kind of showroom mango groves on the other side of the island, this place looks like it was a grove kind of ran in a crack house. It's shabby looking. There's thistles, briars. It seems poorly maintained.
Just a whole bunch of pixies. Thistles.
No. Give me a perception check from the lot of you.
Are we still in jungle?
No.
rolled a 17.
13.
So 17 plus
17.
22.
All right. All of you, fortunately, see the homestead, the kind of focal point of these fields. You do see a master house, a worker's house, and probably a mess hall. The two of you that actually rolled well do see various people working in the fields. You don't have a really nice, good eye on them, but they are covered in just rags. They do not look like that they're wearing fresh, clean tunics like the guys on the other fields. But they're working late into the evening. Dwyer actually kind of furrows his brow and goes, wow, they work people long hours here.
Hello, workers.
Hello, hello, hello.
May I speak with one or all, both? Did you say there's two?
There you see a total of 4 right now, kind of nearby. The 4 are within 100 feet of you.
May I speak with one of you? Or all of you? If you all... Any number in between?
They straight up ignore you.
That's rude.
Yeah,
Light them up.
I'd like to take a soil sample.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
Well. 8.
It looks like dirt.
Can I also inspect the soil?
Yes. Go ahead and make a nature or arcana check.
17.
Is that with any bonuses?
That's with my nature proficiency.
It's really hard to tell. If any of you had detect magic or anything like that, you would be able to tell more information about it.
I don't think I
But
have.
there is something to the texture of it that just doesn't smell right. There's something about the odor that's not quite right. It's not awful. It probably works, but it's just not great.
Yeah. This is not right. This is wrong.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on the soil to
No.
get more information?
So, the 4 workers, then 100 feet of you, and you do see various workers throughout the fields. But yeah, the 4 that are closest straight up ignore you.
Okay. I will give a silver to the first person who talks to me.
They continue hoeing.
I walk over
Can I
to...
fly up in front of one of their faces and go like this?
As you fly up to one of them and get in its face, you realize that this is clearly a dead creature. The face has been concaved, some of its flesh is starting to rot off, and he's just hoeing away, ignoring you.
Well, this explains why you've never had drinks with them, doesn't it?
It does.
Dwyer looks disgusted.
Alright, so how do we find, someone's got to be pulling the zombie strings.
I don't know. I did not realize that half the island was dead.
Stay close. Don't wander off. Alright, like a stitch in my side.
And again, it's starting to get dark.
I think we should go back. For now.
I want to stab one of them and see what happens.
Don't think that's a good idea, Thistle.
Okay, fine.
Sure, we'll get to stab plenty of them later.
Sure. All right, let's go.
What does Grigor say?
I would like to fire an arrow through one of their heads.
Right.
Would you like to make an attack roll? If
We
you want.
do what it needs too excited for us to do it. We're gonna die.
It's not my fault. He can always say, I'm not going to do that.
19.
What did he get?
19.
You definitely hit the farmer skeleton. Zombie. Go ahead and give me a damage roll for this thing.
Alicia's gonna cry.
I know.
So, can I use my sneak attack because they didn't see me coming?
Yes.
All right. 13 damage.
Nice. You shoot it directly in the head. The arrow goes out the other side, blowing off its little tiny head cloak bit.
Mhm.
And you see this like balding scalp with like white wizardly hair. And he stops hoeing, looks up at you with its one remaining good eye that's not good, and screams. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yes.
I rolled a natural 20, so 24.
5.
Did you add your dex modifier?
Yeah. It was a
Okay.
terrible roll. I rolled a 1.
Oh wait, no, I got a 10.
Okay. Well, all of you get to go before them.
Lovely.
Apparently, these guys don't move quickly. So, what would Senpai like to do?
So they've all turned towards us and look hostile?
The 4 closest ones have turned immediately and look hostile. The ones in the distance, you're not sure what they're going to do. Some of them have looked up, though.
I set Hey down and tell him to guard.
Okay.
So, essentially, because I think I can do that, I can use his bonus action as
Sure.
a reaction for him.
Sure. Keep going.
And then I'm going to draw my bow. I'm going to knock an arrow, but I'm going to hold my action to just wait and see what they're doing.
All right. So that's you. Thistle.
I studied Senpai as he did that, and then I say the exact same thing to Kevin, and then I do the exact same thing with one of my little bows. And I look up, and then I look out.
You're like in one of the creature's faces.
Oh, I backed up before that. As soon as I assumed that I backed up as soon as John was ready to like attack.
Got it.
I don't think he shot them when I was like touching one. or
Okay,
close to
that's
one.
fair. So you back up and ready your bow. John,
Yes.
what do you do?
I'm firing an arrow right through the other good eye on that guy.
The same guy?
Same guy.
Okay, make your attack roll.
16.
Great, that hits.
7 damage.
Alright. It is 2 arrows in, one through its eye, the other one through its neck, which changes his just scream to like this bi-note audible pitch. And so it sounds like 2 people screaming now, just because of how you nicked him.
Nice.
It's great. And now it's their turn. The one that you shot twice will shamble up to you and take the hoe and try to barrel into you.
So I
Still
get to
screaming.
release my
Yes.
action.
Go ahead, both of you make
Do
your
I-
attack roll.
Do both of us do that, or do we have to wait till our turn?
No, both of you can attack.
We held our action, so basically we were looking for a trigger.
Oh,
Well, I rolled well.
16. Hopefully that pops.
Thistle hits.
24 to hit.
Okay, you hit. Are both of you shooting the same one?
The one that is acting aggressively.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that decided to come towards us.
Okay.
1d8. So 7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Okay.
Woo.
That is a failure. Your shot is enough to kill it.
I started listening to Acquisitions Incorporated to go to sleep again, and it was a Morgana episode.
Morgana is broken.
I love her.
So,
She's Senpai's role model from
Thistle,
another reality.
do you want to pick a different target?
Are any other ones looking like they're gonna attack us?
All of them look like that they are aggravated.
I didn't know if it was something like they only attack if they themselves have been attacked or not.
After the scream, it seems to have started drawing their attention.
Okay, whatever one's closest.
Okay.
Or is there one that's bigger than the rest?
No, all of these guys look
Okay.
sunburnt and unpleasant. You can see that they're kind of falling apart. But the closest one
And
is
whatever
about
one's
40 feet
closest.
away.
Whoever I have the best shot at
Okay.
is who I take it at.
Go ahead and make that attack roll.
So is this different than the 16 that I already got?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Go ahead and roll damage then. Sorry.
Which is, what am I rolling for damage?
A D6, I believe, for a short bow. And add your dexterity modifier.
4.
Okay. Total?
Yes. I only rolled a 1.
Okay. So you shoot it, you see the little toothpick go up its nose,
Nice.
and you hear it bounce against the back of the skull, but it's
Not
still,
so great. No brains.
and you hear it still trudging forward.
Uh-oh.
It's now their turn. They begin to scream, and go ahead and give me a investigation check.
I rolled a 1, so I don't think I find out anything.
8.
Cool.
I rolled a 25.
As
John!
long as one of us rolls well.
Nice.
This is clearly, the scream is not a normal undead thing. It would not benefit mindless undead to just scream. It is an alarm system kind of built into the magic. So, with that, you're probably sure that it's meant to attract someone more important to save them. So, those 3 undead that are nearest shamble their way towards
Do
you.
any of them get close enough to Hey Hey?
One of them will just barely get close enough to Hey Hey.
Can Hey Hey attack him?
Yes.
I feel like a hair on my pants. Eight to hit.
Give me 1 second. I have to figure out which ones it is. It does not hit. It would hit one of the one John shot and that Thistle shot, but the one that Hey Hey decided to take on has a more reptilian features to it and is raking against scales.
Okay.
Probably either a dragonborn or a lizard folk. So, that was your turn. Thistle.
Well, no, that was
Oh no, that was their
their
turn.
turn. It's back
Now
to
it's
me.
back to you.
All
Sorry.
right. I'm going to shoot the next one in line.
Okay. The one that came up and is in melee range is this scaly lizard folk creature that's currently peeved off at John. And that's one that Hey Hey attacked.
I'm going to step back so I can still use my bow.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'm going to attack, and then Hey Hey's going to attack.
Okay.
17 plus 8 is
25.
25
Okay.
to hit.
That'll
Assuming
hit.
that hits.
Yes, it only has an armor class of 9.
Ooh, and I got an 8 plus 4, so 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then hey.
Well, feather duster him.
12.
12 will hit. It has an armor class of 9.
And hey also does 1d8 plus 4. He got 9 points of damage.
Okay. And that one falls apart too.
Another one bites the dust.
So none of them are in melee range now.
Another one bites
Thistle. The nearest one is 20 feet away from you. This one is a gnome, it looks like. And he is just kind of like scraggly trying to keep up, and he's wielding a hoe that's about twice his size.
Okay. Can I do like a fly attack where I try and chop off his arm?
Go ahead.
The one holding that?
Go ahead and try. Let's see how well you do.
15.
That'll hit. This guy,
Oh, nice. I thought that was not going to hit.
he only has an armor class of 8. So,
Oh. So, this one would be a 7.
are you raging?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay. Go ahead and don't forget your strength modifier and the +2 for the raging.
Okay, so my strength modifier, so that would be 13 then.
Okay, that sounds more right. You go up, cleave into this gnome who kind of spirals and spins like a top for a bit. And you realize his arm is very slouchy now, and he seems very sad, but he's still screaming. And
Should aim.
I feel like we need to make the screaming stop or something bad is going to come.
I feel like we probably shouldn't have shot one without knowing what they were going to
Oh
do.
no, I'm all about the shooting one. I can't wait till they're like dead enough that we can just examine their brains.
John,
Yep.
what would you like to do? And also, can you roll me a d4?
You can. I rolled a 4.
Great. Good for you. Now what do you do?
I'm going to do a backflip, slide across, and use my sword to try to take one of their heads off.
Yes.
All right. So you make your way up to the one that Thistle just cleaved into, which gives you a sneak attack if you hit. So go ahead and deal your attack roll. Let's see if you can hit an armor class of 8.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah. Go ahead.
$14 damage.
Whew. Oh, crap. Nope, not enough. Just barely. Alright, how do you want to kill this particular one?
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to slice his head off.
Okay, you do. Apparently this gnome is at a perfect elevation, and after spinning on a top, you cut, and the spinning head comes spiraling off
Ow.
and lands in a trench.
As long as it lands and I'm not in Inception. It's good.
Keeping notes. Inception game. Okay.
Love it.
I would be all about an Inception game where we get to go into the dreams as long as I get to pick one of the dream landscapes.
That
I
sounds
think we should all get to
horrific.
pick one. Like,
Well, why not? So, and where were we? The zombies.
Zombie.
The one zombie that's now in melee range of the two of you will try to hit you. Oh no, you just killed that one. The last remaining zombie shambles forward. It's like, I will attack. And he will bring his hoe down. Thistle does a 18 hit.
I believe so. Hold on. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Hoe down.
Yes, my armor class is 15.
Dang God. Okay, you get smacked by this farming implement for 7 damage. But because you're raging, you take 3.
Okay. Are we at did we rest before this? Do we remember last
Yeah,
time
you-
we stopped with resting? Okay.
Totally.
Alright. So you said I take 3?
Yep.
Okay. I have 24 hit points.
Great. Back to the top. What do? You have 1 remaining zombie, but you have noticed that the screaming has kind of caught on, and it seems to have spiraled down the hill.
I say we should probably run after taking care of this last one. And I shoot him.
Okay.
And Hey Hey is going to attack him. So does a 20 hit?
Yes.
9 from me.
Okay. It has an armor class of 8.
Well, Hey Hey didn't hit it. Because I rolled a 2 for him.
Okay. Hey Hey is having problems with these creatures apparently.
Hey Hey is a sensitive soul, and sometimes he just doesn't really want to attack.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and so how much damage did you do?
9.
9 damage.
9.
Cool. Thistle. There's one that is within close range.
So I flew that way and swung at the guy's arm. So I'm going to do like a big turn and come back like behind this guy and try and chop his head off.
Go for it.
And while I'm doing that, I'm also singing Teenage Dirtbag.
So just a teenage dirtbag.
I got a 9.
Well, a 9 hits.
Guys, that could be like our little thing. Since we're never going to get to the point of monetizing this channel, we should just turn this into a musical D&D game.
Right? There we go.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. And 10 damage with my raging bonus and stuff.
All right. Do. And you wanted to cut off this one's head. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do. Give me a d20. Plus dex.
All right, I'm back. I'm jumping.
17 plus
Oh,
dex
God.
would be 20.
Okay. The head gets knocked off, goes spinning in a very similar fashion as the zombie that John killed, and it lands on top of it, creating this nice, cute little zombie head totem.
I love it.
So,
We're going to book it because I don't really want to fight a whole bunch of zombies.
so Thistle, you still have your movement left. Do you want to retreat back into the woods? Do you want to
Are
hold
we
your...
still in bullet time?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to rage down the hill?
I need John to come back. I need conversation.
Give me a quick perception check.
15.
Very nice.
Do I still get the nature bonus?
No, this is a perception. So that would be wisdom and perception if you have it.
Did you say that would be wisdom?
Yes.
What? So, do I get to add my wisdom modifier to this?
Yes.
Or no? What?
Yes, add your wisdom modifier.
Oh. So, okay. So, I got a 15, 17.
Okay. There's a few things that you notice looking down the hill. First things first is differentiating the different screams. There's probably close to a couple hundred. Just these just ruffians, zombies littered throughout this part of the island. They're not like clumped together coming to you as a horde, but there's a lot of them. But in the farmhouse that was in the kind of the focal point area, You did see some lights being turned on. Someone lit a torch inside the establishment. And you're pretty sure that zombies don't need torches.
I turn to Senpai and I say, someone is here.
I think we should come back after the zombies have calmed down and pretend like we didn't do this. Because whoever it is, we just murdered their free labor.
Okay, do you think that if we come back tomorrow that they're going to believe we had nothing to do with what happened today?
Give me a insight check.
Both of us?
17.
17. Given the arrows that are in various creatures and the nature of how these creatures died, it does look like they were shot and cut apart and beheaded by a bladed weapon.
Okay, they might not believe us, but at least the angry zombies aren't already angry. The zombies don't know it was us. The guy's still probably going to be really mad that we killed his.
I'm fine. We can go back and relax and talk about what we want to do next. How, if we want to be involved with the zombies.
Alright.
So you guys try to escape. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. I'm glad that you guys are making this check without John present. And since you're entering the jungle again, you have advantage on this.
Oh.
What was that, Thistle?
A 5. I rolled a 5.
Did you add your dexterity?
18.
I rolled an 8.
Cool. 8 and...
18.
Okay. Alrighty. So you back into the woods and begin trying to make your way back towards...
What's our guide doing?
Dwyer is
Freaking out?
a little freaked out. I had no idea that the dead worked the island.
This is just a Tuesday.
What? But
Have a chill pill, dude. It'll be okay. We'll get to the bottom of this. But I have a feeling that that might be part of the reason that your zombie fruit is zombie.
you think?
My intuition is telling me that. My honed skills of observation.
The zombies plowing the fields might be the ones causing the zombie rot.
Well, no, actually, they're caused by the same thing. There is a source for both.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same source, though.
So, with the ranger in the group navigating you, you make your way back to civilization without too much trouble. Go ahead and give me a perception check, though, as you're making your way through the
That sounds great.
14.
15.
Okay.
What flavor is this?
Vegetable.
It does taste like vegetables.
Oh. So, as you're going through the jungle, you hear this more reptilian tongue being spoken. Do either of you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
You hear someone speaking in Draconic, looking for whoever destroyed their property. But they did not find you, and they were far in the distance.
We need disguises tomorrow.
So, you make your way back into the little town. And there is a tavern that kind of houses people who are visiting for small business trips. It's a small bed and breakfast. called the Mang Home.
The what?
The Mang Home.
Okay.
Yeah. You really don't like my candy.
It tastes like peppers. It tastes like green peppers. Why do you have candy that tastes like green peppers?
Why did you get distracted? I kind of want another one.
Fine, you can have another one, but
It's my candy.
gross candy.
Judgy. So, you enter the small tavern, and inside you see a gnome little bed and breakfast guy. He's like, "Oh, it's awfully late, but we do have a room."
Just one?
Yeah,
Are there 2 beds in it?
yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
okay.
Do you have my bed?
I do.
Hands you the gourd. Okay, then. The gnome sets you up for the evening. And do all of you sleep?
Yes, I have to regain my couple hit points.
Yeah, since you took so much damage.
I feel like we should be safe enough to sleep. John doesn't really sleep. He meditates, right?
Yep.
Do I meditate?
Mm-hmm.
Am I half elf?
No.
No, I have to sleep.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I think we sleep.
Okay.
We'll roll the dice there,
Sure.
so to speak.
Next morning, you guys are at full hit points and everything.
Woo! After using no spells because I wasn't sure if I was gonna need them later.
But waking up, you hear a bunch of noise outside. People are bustling and seem fairly upset.
Alright, I like pull my hair up into like a top knot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very bad top knot. And put on some not like I like put a robe over my stuff to kind of hide the armor. Flowy robe.
Give me a disguise check.
Is that deception?
No.
I don't have a disguise kit.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Well, you roll that and add charisma.
Oh, well, okay, 17.
Alright, you hunch down, you take a whole persona. Who are you?
Hunch down. I'm like, like trying to present myself like a princeling. Kind of regal.
Okay.
The robe is like, more like a kimono robe, not like a
Nice.
not like a bath robe.
And what does this'll do? Grigor is apparently sleeping in.
Yeah. Grigor really got into some things during his meditation. Has some inner demons to work through.
Wait, are we supposed to be disguising ourselves? Is that what you just said? That you were disguising yours or just hiding your armor?
I'm just hiding my armor. I'm kind of just like trying to make it not seem like it was us. So I have like my daggers like hidden in my belt so I can draw them in case
I'm
it
not
gets
really
bloody.
worried about that one. No one's going to assume that the pixie did it.
That's fair.
So
I'm just riding on Senpai's shoulder.
I don't have my bow on me.
Okay.
Trying
So-
to de-escalate the situation.
You make your way downstairs. You see the gnome. Who's like, hello, it's been a while since we've had such noble guests.
I heard some angry voices.
You seem a lot less covered in mud than you were yesterday.
Oh, I took a bath. Your hot water is amazing here. I enjoyed the pressure of the shower head.
Yes, we have such amazing indoor plumbing in this establishment. It's very new.
Do you guys have hot springs as well?
That's a different island.
Okay.
You can have your hot spring
I'm
episode
gonna
of different.
have my hot spring episode one day.
What is wrong with you? Anyway, so.
What isn't wrong with me?
That's fair. But you make your way downstairs. He serves you breakfast. It is a simple fruit medley.
Mm.
No mangoes, right?
You look at it, there is mango in there.
Can I do a detect poison?
Do you have detect poison?
No.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat this.
I eat some of the rations we brought with us.
Then no frowns and it's like, why? We're known for our mangoes.
Yes, well, we were brought here to try to figure out why the mangoes were making people sick.
Well, that's offensive.
What? What do you mean that's offensive?
This is our livelihood.
Well, which is why we're trying to save it. Dryer ball. Dryer?
Who?
Dryer? Dwyer?
I don't know this person.
He was with us when we came back last night.
Dwyer?
Yeah, Dwyer came to find us after he got the mangoes tested. It turns out your mangoes are infected with a malady, and we are here to get the bottom of it so that you could regain your livelihood.
That sounds bad. That could explain a lot.
How do you not know this? What is happening?
We just figured it was like seasonal flu.
No.
We live a good life here.
It seems like it. This seems like a lovely island, and your establishment is beautiful.
Yeah, we make a killing.
Yeah, so we don't want you to accidentally kill people with your mangoes. So we're trying to get to the bottom of it to save the mangoes.
Alright.
Do you have bread?
Yeah, we have bread.
Bread seems safe.
It's mango loaf.
Do you have any meat? Do you have any meat? Anything that you've cooked?
Oh, our island has a major... No, they have meat.
Yeah, I just
We're nothing but
give me all the
vegans
meat,
here.
please.
We eat mangoes and that's it.
I want only things that have been cooked.
I see. Well, he comes back
I mean,
with...
technically a mango loaf should be safe. That probably kills the virus. The heat? I'll eat some of the mango loaf.
Great.
I need to make a constitution save.
I'll let you know. As far as you can tell, it tastes amazing. The mangoes are delicious.
Mangoes make good bread. Can you even make mango loaf? I don't think you can. I think they're too moist of a fruit. I think
You
they
can
come
make
out like
a loaf cake.
It's very cake-like.
Yeah.
cake. Okay.
Oh, fresh mango bread. It has 32 reviews, all 5 stars.
Mm.
It looks delicious.
Well, the more you
Oh,
know.
it has eggs in it though, Alicia. I can make you some with bananas instead.
I feel like that's gonna
Well,
taste
this one
really
is
weird.
vegan, so it's made.
Preheat
Banana?
oven at 350. Combine all the dry ingredients. Beat the eggs and the oils. Add the flour. Add mangoes, lemon juice, and raisins.
There
Really,
are no
would be
raisins
weird
in this bread.
I would rather put craisins in it or something.
I don't like the texture of raisins or craisins.
It's
I actually
made
don't-
with
just leave those
plantains. It probably is.
If I was gonna put something in with it, I feel like I'd do pecans or walnuts more so than a chewy
Then
fruit,
you have
dried
different
fruit.
textures in the same food piece, and that
That's the point, because otherwise it's gonna be too mushy with just the mango.
It's probably like a nutty crust. Like it's not throughout the entirety of the bread. It's meant to give you a nice crunch, and then it's nice and soft and cake-like.
I'd rather make mango cupcakes.
Oh, it's
Oh,
probably like
look!
a.
Here's and this one has mango with shredded coconut.
Oh, no. No. No.
Oh, and walnuts, and they put walnuts in it.
That
I get it.
sounds like a torture chamber food.
So,
I don't like shredded coconut.
after having this discourse with the gnome about what is in his mango bread, which is delicious,
Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
what do you guys do?
Where did John go?
He,
Ew, there's kiwi loaf too.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
No, even the picture it just has like kiwis baked into the top. I don't like this at all.
he had a call with, Herding and Haley.
Gotcha.
Bees knees. So, assuming he is tripping on something, I'll ask him whenever he comes back if he tried some sand.
Grigor just,
Can we take a
Can we
3-minute pause while I pee?
Yeah. Hello, Internet.
not much of an audience today.
Yeah, it's
Very
fine.
quiet.
It's quiet. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm suddenly very hungry.
What are we doing for dinner?
I don't know. Mom and Dad were taking Klaus out to lunch, so who knows when they'll be hungry. I should have brought Matilda up with us.
Oh, you should have. What?
We're just like now talking. I could talk about my leggings.
You got
I love
D20
these leggings.
They're
Yes.
Awesome.
My D20 leggings with pockets.
I'm excited that.
All there to say about the leggings.
Okay, that's fine. I'm excited that in the next few weeks I'll be putting up a Kickstarter for
Mhm.
cool little,
With prototypes.
little D&D monster cards. It's like a booster pack with abilities they can modify your monsters with. So yeah, if you want to make your undead feel a little bit more dragon-like or more lizard folk-like, you can easily modify them real quick, like I did this session.
It's a lovely commercial.
Why, thank you. You're trained professionals here on this channel.
I'm sleepy today.
It's a weird day.
Every Friday's weird. Every day is weird. Every day is really weird.
I'm ready for a nap, though, that's for sure. The weather has been so muggy today.
Buggy. It's only like 39 degrees outside.
What?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just been warm in here because our new heater works so well.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Still smells like new heater smell though. So.
We'll see if it ever stops. Since our
It smells clean though.
heater does
so.
ozone.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
Alright. I think Grigor probably would just come with us.
Sure.
Okay. So, you do what?
Well, is there angry people still outside?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go out and be like, whoa, what is all the commotion about?
So you step
Yeah,
outside.
try and figure out information.
Yeah.
So you step outside and you see this band of 3 individuals, just questioning people about where they were. 2 of them are Dragonborns, big, meaty people, and 1 kobold, just inquiring about, have you seen anyone suspicious recently? We've recently had someone destroy some property. we're looking into some problems.
It's very concerning. We're here as investors.
Give me a deception check.
Did you say one of them was a goblin?
No.
Wow. 19.
Oh, well, nothing for you to worry about.
Well, destruction of property. That sounds very worrisome. What type of property?
It's part of our manufacturing process. It's only 150 gold pieces worth of damages. It can be accrued quickly. We just want to make sure that this isn't going to be a continuous thing.
I see. Would we be able to accompany you and speak to the owner of the farms? We have interest in getting in on the mango trade.
Well, if you want to do that, head up the hill towards whatever that kind of establishment's called, headquarters. We're currently doing our investigation and making sure that there's nothing untoward. Did you two happen to see anyone suspicious wielding bows?
I just imagine Grigor standing there like, I can't whistle today.
Just like side question though, wouldn't the guy who brought us there yesterday know it was us?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to get in trouble either.
Okay.
And he probably slept in his
I didn't know.
home.
Okay.
Since he lives here.
Well, I mean, I just didn't know if he's gonna like give us up or something.
Well, we don't have bows on us. Because I left mine in the room.
John.
Yes.
The previous night, you were left to keep watch. You made your way back to the tavern. They got some rest.
No, we'd let him rest too. None of us kept watch, I said.
Yeah, he can do his trance thing.
Okay.
But overall, he was one keeping watch. John, can you go ahead and give me a perception check?
No. $21.
Great. I'll also need you to make a history check. Or nature check. Whichever one you want.
Do a history check, and I rolled a 17.
Cool. So, there's this plant that's very prolific in the Barrows called sand. The sand plant is just basically this cattail with these small fruit balls at the end that kind of cluster on itself and dry out. And they only grow in places that are completely separated from light. And looking out the window as you're trancing, kind of keeping watch, underneath this one patio across the street, you do see this plant. And it's incredibly popular for inducing sleep on anyone, including elves. And it gives them trippy dreams. So, you know that this island has this plant growing naturally on it.
100% getting some of that plant.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Why are you doing this?
Because I have 2 pages of content written for that stupid plant. Might as well use it. So, over the course of the night, do you want to get some while they sleep?
Yeah.
Alright. And how the plant is consumed is the orbs have to be crushed first and turns into a powder. And then it can be eaten, snorted, whatever you want to do. But you have it, but it does induce sleep.
All right, I'm going to prepare it, but not take it yet because I'm going to wait for them to do it.
Okay. So the next morning, they wake up. You have this sand on you. And you make your way downstairs. There's a commotion outside. You see these 3 guards, 2 large dragonborn individuals and a kobold questioning people. And they approach me like, hey, we're investors. We heard you mention destruction of property. They're like, don't worry about it. It's overall a small slight for our company, but it's still annoying. And have you seen anyone carrying bows or swords nearby? And
No.
she already rolled a disguise check. Can you give me a disguise check, and how are you disguising yourself?
I'm dressing as a mime.
Dang!
Throwback. That's what comedies are made of.
I rolled 15.
Of course! They don't even direct questions at you, knowing that you're clearly a member of the arts and cannot speak on whether or not you've seen these things.
Don't speak. I know what you're thinking.
You're just doubling down on that, aren't you?
I think we should have a musical D&D game.
I'm in. As long as you put the artist in there, they would get the money for it, for monetization. You can do
It's
it.
fine.
Alright. So, but the guards, oh, that's a shame, or any damaged property here is taken very seriously.
Yes, as it should be. Return on investment. Very important.
They really care about their ROI here.
They should. Every good business cares about ROI.
So, but yeah, if you're interested in investing, please head up to the headquarters and ask for the finance department, and they can get you whatever information you need.
Alright. So is that what we're gonna do?
No, why? Do you want to invest?
I don't know. I was very confused. I assumed we would kill zombies.
It seemed like a good way to get information. Act like an investor, get more insight into how they run their establishment and what kind of return on our investment we can get.
I know we just go find a person who lit the torch and result to waterboarding.
Which one's
Nobody
even
goes
better?
over to that side. Well, literally, we were told that they don't know anything about that side of the island. So why would investing or talking to people over here tell us anything?
Well, no,
They didn't even know half the
they're
island
from
was
the
made
other
of
side of the
zombies.
island, I thought.
Oh,
I thought because if they're investigating us killing the zombies, they're
Maybe if
from
we
that-
do the drugs, we'll have a
These three
trip
look
and
like
it'll
they're
give us
part of
information.
like island security.
wait, but what side do they live on? Are they the people on this side, or are they from the zombie side? Because if so, we should kill them or get information. I thought that they were just like the people from this side.
They are clearly island guards. They work for the Mango Corp. They work for Tilly Vern's private security. That is what their filigree shows.
So they're not the people who would have information? I'm
I
confused.
want to do some drugs.
I'm just telling you what you know.
I feel like I cannot make the shots anymore because I've lost scope of what our storyline is this time. Like, I don't know what's happening anymore, and it's probably my own fault. I don't know. I need better attention span, but I thought we were coming here to, I thought we were asked to come here because of the zombie mangoes and to, find a home for the pixies, but now, the people here don't even know that the mangoes are bad. So, who asked us to come here? Why are we here?
feel like-
Blair is coming down the road. He was the one that was like, hey, people are getting sick from our mangoes.
So, did the rest of town not believe him? Is he the town, crazy person? The end is nigh!
He is the whistleblower, yes.
Ooh.
He's the one that...
How do keep ending up in these situations?
And now, all of you know that someone is using undead to help with the mango growth.
I would like to walk quickly over to Dryer and
Where?
and pull him into an alley with me.
Alright.
Subtly.
Yep. So the three of you are in this alleyway.
I don't know if they followed me.
Okay, do you follow? So stay
Yeah,
in
of course.
line with the plot. So what do you say to Dware?
Who runs the other side of the island?
The entire island is owned by Tilly Vern. All of the mango farms are Tilly's.
Okay, so why is he using zombies over there and not over here?
I thought that the other side of the island was just like this side. You know, just day laborers trying to get by.
You didn't think it was
All
weird?
right, I think we got to go talk to Tilly.
Take us to Tilly.
Gotta talk to Tilly.
Okay.
Where's Tilly? Take us to Tilly.
Okay, let's head to headquarters. I can take you there. That's fine. He does have a lot to answer for, that's for sure. And, yeah. So you come out of the alley with your disguised weaponry and all of that. You make your way up to headquarters. As you make your way there, there's several security officers still harassing various local people. The locals seem very upset that something bad happened because they're being threatened with longer hours if they can't find the culprits. And as you get up to this headquarters building, which is a nice 3 stories, like a Mediterranean resort kind of establishment. There's some palm trees outside, nice coconuts, some nice, lovely fountains. It actually looks extremely clean and Palm Beachy. So more clean than Palm Beach, but outside the wooden doors, you do see some security who see you approach and go, "What can we do for you today?"
We are here to meet Mr. Tilly.
Well, Mr. Tilly's busy today. We are having a little bit of a lapse in security, so we're just double checking a few things, but he'll be available for various purposes tomorrow, probably.
It is of the utmost importance we see him today.
Give me a persuasion check. You did disguise yourself as an orc noble.
13.
The guard looks at you, looks at the rest of them. John, what did you roll in that disguise earlier?
15.
Hey, we've been looking for a guy with a bow. Where were you guys this afternoon? I see the bow on your back underneath the cloak.
I specifically left my bow at the tavern.
Yes, you did.
So
John, what's your answer?
It wasn't me. We were here at the tavern just sleeping.
Which tavern?
This one?
the one owned by the gnome.
Yeah.
The Mang Home?
Yeah, the Mang Home. He's so nice. He really made us feel welcome as potential island investors.
He was talking to us a lot about the mango loaf. He had some disagreements on whether walnuts or shredded coconuts belong in a mango loaf, but overall it was good.
Right. Well, Tilly might be able to make time for you. Do you mind just coming inside?
Sure.
Right. He leads you in. The entryway is nice, bright and open. There's a nice skylight. He takes you to this, looks like like a corporate hall. There's this long table with about 12, 13 chairs in it. On one side, there's this blackboard with some chalk on it. And he goes, please just wait here while we get Tilly for you. And then he steps out, gets quickly whispers something to one of the servants there. And about a few moments later, some water comes in. And he goes, it'll be a moment. Tilly is having a really busy day. They also present you with some mango fruit.
Not gonna eat that.
Alright. So, you're in this room. Nice windows.
I'd like to make a perception check.
Go ahead.
I don't know what that weird accent that came out of my mouth came from, but we're just going to move on. 14.
14? Alright.
Are we in the jungle?
No! You're in a building.
But is the building in the jungle? Because I feel like if the building's in the jungle...
Don't do that. But you look out the windows and you see the guard that took you into this room go outside, talk to the other guard, and he makes his way over to the Mang Home bed and breakfast to go talk to that person.
Well, crap. Our cover might be blown. But if we leave now, it will definitely be blown.
But in reality, like, are we really going to get in trouble for killing zombies? I feel like in most places that would make us heroes. Like, do these townspeople really know that there's zombies running around right over there? Do they want that?
What we should do is ask to tour the farms. As part of our investment.
Or what?
Tour the farms. So that they
Sure.
show us the zombies. And then we
And
have
if they don't want to, then we break their fingers.
Right. And then we have a natural segue into violence.
Sure.
Okay.
We're going to wait because it would be very suspicious for us to leave.
Alright. An hour passes.
I start singing, Tilly, Tilly. Oh, come talk to investors. Money, money.
Alright. What do you two do after 1 hour of being put on hold?
I'm thinking too.
Oh my god.
I'm mime dancing.
No! Give me a performance check. From all of you.
That's that one.
16.
Total?
18.
I hate all of you so much.
What'd you get, John?
16.
So,
Tilly, Tilly.
after 1 hour, you guys start breaking into song. Going full... it's not BTS, it's GTS?
GTS. We have a band name.
GTS. What does that stand for again?
It's our initials.
Oh.
It's Grigor Thistle Senpai.
I hate you.
You love me.
Alright, you draw the attention of the house staff. They seemed nervous at first with all the hullabaloo of what's going on, but you quickly create this small mini concert, and the house staff comes in and appreciate you, and you see some of the financiers and a couple other just office workers come in, and they're enjoying you, and after your performance, this room of 20 to 30 people, including the guard that was still outside, he comes back inside, they're all just applauding you. And I hate all of you so much. One of the individuals who has this flamboyant mustache, a gnomish gentleman, comes up and goes, "I'm sorry, we've been very busy today. Who are you and why are you here? I mean, we greatly appreciate this performance. Are you looking to use us as a venue?"
That's one of the options we would like to discuss. But we also have found that our recent rise to fame in the music world has left us with some extra gold, and we were told that you produce wonderful mangoes on this island, and it might be a good investment opportunity. So we were hoping to come learn more about your operation and possibly come up with a reciprocal relationship that will benefit
It
both
has
of us.
always been my dream to grow mangoes and to own my own mango farm.
Yes.
Give me a deception check for both of you.
I mean, is it a lie that
16.
you've dreamed to own your own
What
mango
was that,
farm?
Thistle?
Why would that surprise you?
What was that, Thistle? What was your roll?
16,
Of course it was.
Deception?
because
Yeah.
this doesn't matter, so of course.
12.
You lot. You! Let me see if he... Wait, are you those performers that were on that one ship that went to Little Drake a while back?
Yes, that was
No.
us.
We actually had someone take that same ferry and actually spoke highly of you. This is fantastic news. What is the name of your group again?
GTS.
Ah, I see. Well, this is fantastic news. We can definitely set you up with a... You asked for a tour, you said.
Yes, we would like to see how the farms are set up. We are very interested in fair trade and fair labor practices. We have the highest standards that we want to apply our name to. So,
of course.
I just want to see, kind of the operation going on, how you take care of your plants. Do you care for them? Do you speak with them? Do you have plant psychiatrists on staff to find out how they truly feel about their fruit being picked?
We care greatly about singing to plants. They're our favorite audience. We
Yes.
feel it makes the fruit sweeter.
This all makes sense.
Give me an insight check.
19.
14.
This guy...
We're gonna get into battle, guys, and I'm gonna roll like 3s.
The gnome perks up and goes, "Oh, we do. We do indeed. We have mango whispers that once resided on this island, that actually these druids help maintain these orchards and allow such growth that allows us to keep our labor down."
Oh, it's fascinating. I'd love to meet some of these druids.
Absolutely. Let me just get one of our tour individuals today. Let me write a note. We're doing various security measures, but knowing that we have such a reputable and gold star member here, I want to make sure that you're treated well. And so he reads you this kind of writ of passage, hands it to you, and goes, "Cut." And in Gnomish summons over this like high school tour guide person who just does this on the weekend. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I can help give you guys a tour. Come with me."
And you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Pure imagination.
Hell. He takes you outside, leads you to sit in his wagon. It's a wagon with like these like cushy little stools for you to sit on to enjoy the scenery, walk by. So it's not forward facing, they're side facing. And he gets in the driver's seat and sends his Allosaurus to begin trudging through the food. Not the food, the...
Kim says do not kill another poor intern.
Dang comment! You guys do have a history with us. But you guys go through the fields. You start by going up this one path that gives you a nice, beautiful perspective over the fields with the morning dew glistening on the trees. This particular path looks clearly built for the scenery and the opulence of it. It is quite beautiful. And he goes, these fields are maintained by a staff of 400 workers. Most of them come from all over the eastern seas. We realize that the world is a harsh place, and so we don't perform background checks on individuals in order to give people a new life. We have a strict security on the island to make sure that everyone is safe. There has not been anyone hurt by wandering stray beasts or bandits in over 5 years.
I scoot up real close to him and I go, do you really feel safe?
Yes.
You probably did, so you asked him that question.
That's literally... You don't need an insight check. That's exactly what happened.
Have you seen any mistreatment happening?
No, ma'am. Sir.
Excuse me.
No, sir. The various laborers work a very consistent 8-hour day with a 1-hour lunch. They are free to come and go from the island as they see fit.
There is no war in Ban Sing Se.
Give me an insight check.
17 plus... What's insight? Wisdom?
Yep.
20.
20. As far as you can tell, this kid believes that the company is not horrible. That these guys are actually getting decent shifts. And you know that the island that's right adjacent to Tombstone Isle is called Roth's Gambit, which is this horrific place that really taxes its people. So they're holding up this virtue of humane labor is something that this guy don't do that, believes in. Give me that.
How'd you know what I was going to do?
So, he continues on this path and shows you more of the mango trees, and every once in a while you see this, like, what are you doing?
I'm fidgeting. Just ignore me.
Lizard folk. With like tribalistic markings on them, kind of tending towards some of the fruit. So we have a local tribe of lizard folk that have lived on this island for centuries. We approach their shamans and they have helped us maintain the island's fruit and great tasting produce. We make our way to the housing.
I would like to quietly say to my companions, how do we get him to show us what we need?
I don't think he knows him.
Okay, but like, he has to know where the secrets are somewhere, right? Like, what do we do?
Doesn't seem like it.
I feel like, why don't we just go back to where the zombies are? The zombies weren't willing, they didn't bother us until we attacked them. So let's just try and sneak by them and go find like the house where we saw the torch, because the person there that's living by all the zombies would probably know more. would be my guess. Because if they're living there next to the zombies, they at least know that there are zombies.
Over to your left, you can see the housing of
I'm gonna
the.
impale this kid with a sword. So.
I'm gonna kill this guy if we stay here.
Oh my god.
And like
Me
we
too.
were
He
asked
reminds
not
me of the
to,
kids
but
that
like
used to
I'm
be
gonna
like-
kill him.
Are we like heading towards that side of the island on this tour?
You're actually doing a loop now. You're heading towards the.
Can you
You're
pull
heading
over,
in
good
that
sir?
direction.
Can you pull over?
I
I have to
yeah?
use the facilities.
Okay. There's some in the housing over there if you need to.
The jungle's fine.
Do you and them just bail on this kid?
I feel like it's gonna be really
There-
suspicious. I tell the kid,
Don't
if you
be
could just
suspicious,
wait
don't
here.
be suspicious.
We had some
We can only
fermented
be together.
mangoes for breakfast and it's not agreeing with us. We just need to go into the forest for a bit. The jungle. For a
You
minute.
might have some of our seasonal fever. It generally passes by fall, so
Alright, well we're just gonna
By fall?
it's a seasonal sickness. People get sick, and then when fall rolls around, it's seasonal. It's allergies.
Have you met one of these people who gets sick and then comes back in the fall?
Some people get sick.
Have you gotten sick?
He's rolling an insight check, very concerned. It's like, well, I've gotten the cold once, but no, I've had a few friends get sick, and they've moved them to a different.
Are they still
apartment.
around?
Yeah, they moved to the other side
They
of the
moved
island.
them to a
They're
different
relaxing.
place?
What?
So you haven't seen them since they moved them to the other side of the island?
Yeah, that was a
You're a
few
bad
weeks
friend.
ago. I figure they'll enjoy the rest of their summer there, and I'll make my way back to Blister Beach, but it's a summer
Well, this kid's
gig.
an idiot. Let's go talk to someone else.
Alright, let's we'll be right back. Just wait here for us. It might be a minute.
Okay.
Alright.
You're gonna give me a good review on my tour, right?
If you're here when we get back, yes.
Alright. I might have been this kid in a past life. Sorry.
Which is why I'm banking on this kid staying as long as this takes us.
What do you guys do? Since all of you are bailing ship. Wait, all of you have to use the bathroom? Okay, bye.
We only pee together.
Safety in numbers.
It's a safe island.
Ocelots like to attack you while you're pooping, dude.
What do you do?
We go into the jungle.
It's like if you're going to the other side of the island, that's like a 4-hour walk.
Oh. Alright.
Do you just want to finish the tour? Or are you bailing on him? What do you guys do?
Well, we can discuss away from him now, and he can't hear us. This poor kid. Let's just have him take us back. And then
Okay.
we can head to the other side of the island. We'll tell them we need to think on
Kill him
it.
and take the car.
What?
What do we?
Yeah,
what
we
does he
could
have
just
to bring
leave
us
him
around?
here and just take the car and drive.
Well, but then we have more people knowing that we are not what we say we are. I don't want to have to slaughter the whole island.
And let's just keep him with us. Make him stay in the car. Let's just say that we're gonna drive now.
Alright. We understand. So, go back. Tell him. We understand that you are giving us a tour, and I will give you the best review on this tour. I will tell your boss that I have never had a finer tour, and it was you alone who convinced me to continue on with our investments. If we can go to the other side of the island and see the conditions there.
Well, we can go to the other side of the island. It's a bit of a trek. Generally, the tour generally stays around this part since it's basically just the exact same thing for the rest of the island. But yeah, we can go to the other side. I've never been there, so that'll be fun.
Take us there.
The way we do things is so differently. I would have just threatened him. Get out of the driver's seat, or I'm gonna stab you.
As you make your way through the streets, you come across this one juncture, and you do see some security there who see the wagon coming with a kid and you guys, and security holds you up. It's like, hold on a moment. And the kid goes, hi, they wanted just to see the extended part of the tour. They really wanted to invest, but they just wanted to see the other side. And the guy goes, yeah, but the tours are required to stick to the standard route. It's for security and insurance reasons. They can't go past this point.
Is this just one guy? Is anyone else around?
There are 4 guards at this particular junction.
We will give you a private concert on our way back.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
We're GTS.
Sir. That means nothing to me. Look, just turn around, finish your tour.
Can you turn around? Bright eyes?
No. We have one job.
Let's kill him.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. Very loudly.
All right.
Right at him.
That is where we'll end our session. Can we just kill him?
Guys, I don't have my bow on me!
Well, whose fault was that? You
We're
said
good.
you
Dire
did your
chicken.
bow.
I have my
We'll
dire
be
chicken
fine.
and I have my daggers. But
You're fine. It's fine.
He's fine.
We gonna murder these people.
Why would you want to go fight zombies without your bows?
I wasn't thinking I was gonna fight zombies. I was investigating.
Why would you not think that we were going to go fight the zombies?
Because I
You
always
meant
think
us-
I can keep you guys from fighting everything, and I don't know why. Murder hobos.
Or we could just be like, we could change it and be like, oh, I was just kidding. I'm not going to kill you. That was just a joke. And then we can drive away and go back and get your bows and then come back and kill the zombies. But like, all of this investigating other people is not working. Like we need to go back there and figure out the stuff what's happening over there.
But we're not gonna figure out the stuff that's happening over there if we just kill everyone.
True.
We need to heal the land.
I don't care about that. I want to know why they got zombies. What happened?
We'll get to it. Next session. So,
All right.
are we good for next Friday?
Yeah, next Friday is fine. There's
Okay,
nothing
just
happening.
making sure.
Right?
No.
I don't think we have anything coming up on Fridays until our Good Friday.
Yep. So, thanks everyone for watching. They have not killed the driver yet.
I really...
So stay tuned.
I'm hoping the driver lives. Senpai is trying to... I don't know why Senpai stays with you guys.
Well, this is like zombies. There's bad guys here.
Yeah.
That's a very reasonable response.
Yeah, but
We're like Dexter. We don't kill good people. We just kill bad people.
it's fair. Trying to figure out who's actually the bad people before killing people, though.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
important. That's fair.
I didn't say we weren't going to figure out who it was. I just said that I don't think these people who didn't even know that there were zombies are the right people to be interrogating.
True.
I feel like we got to go over to the other side, which we would have done last time, but you didn't want it. Like, you were like, what? They already know we're here. They're angry, so we got to leave. I thought we were going to leave, go home, go to bed, and then come right back the next day. I didn't.
Well, then the angry people
This
came
is too much
along.
talking to other people.
That's usually my line, Meg.
Too much
Let
talking
me kill
to other
some people.
When's the... Is book club next week or the following week?
Following week.
So 2 weeks, book club, which is the long walk on the beach.
Sure.
What is it?
The long walk. Somebody hasn't started reading it yet.
You're right. I've got 2 weeks. It's not that long.
True. Yeah.
And then Caleb's Kickstarter is coming up. Probably by the end of the weekend, we'll have more information about that. And other than that,
Be excited.
we hope to see everyone next week.
Yep. Till next time.
Bye.
Thanks for playing.
Bye.